Bulldogs is 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson out to his left. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Four yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. So a decision to be made. Is this something, opening drive maybe they discussed before the game?
They had to, and that's the responsible way of getting ready for a game. You go through situations with your staff, you go through scenarios, and you read your team. If we're in this spot and we're moving the ball well, is this a time to go for it, or is it time to...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
A first look now for Darrington Evans. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. James Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there is never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Another run here with Dobbins.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Faking the give. Now Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Watson off play action. Drops it off for Chubb. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And again, it's Chubb. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
Swings this out for Hunt. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On 1st down, Watson steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They go play action with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, Williams. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Chubb running right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
92 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a 1st down as well.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A give running right is Evans.
And some room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Chubb will get the call running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now.
Their partner, because the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff running through the middle. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They try the left side here with Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 73 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A pitch comes to Dobbins, and now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now Jackson. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. To throw, Watson. Rolling to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at